The big picture. Picture this. If human history were condensed into a fat book called The Story of Us, it'd be one heck of a page turner. We're talking about a saga spanning over 200,000 to 300,000 years. But here's the kicker: if every page covered just 250 years, that book would be a whopping 1,000 pages thick. Now, imagine laying out those pages on a table. As we step back and take a good look, we realize something fascinating. Most of what we consider ancient history, it's all crammed into the very last pages of that mammoth book. The agricultural revolution starts around page 950 or 960. Recorded history kicks off at about page 976, and Christianity doesn't even make an appearance until page 993. Yep, everything from the early 1770s to the early 2020s. That's all packed into page 1000. That's US history for you. But wait, hold onto your hats, folks, because we're about to step into the mysterious new world of page 101. And let me tell you, it's a roller coaster of excitement and fear, all wrapped up in 3 juicy facts. Fact number 1. Technology is on a rocket ship to the moon. Think about it: if we plucked someone from page 760 and dropped them onto page 761, sure, they'd need to update their Facebook friends, but life wouldn't be too jarring. But fast forward to someone from page 999 getting a sneak peek at page 1000. Well, let's just say it might knock their socks off. Why? Because the later you live in the story, the more mind-blowing those jumps become. Our world, it's anything but normal. It's on the fast track of exponential technological growth, baby. Which brings us to fact number 2. With great technology comes great responsibility and risk. Sure, more tech means better Netflix binges, but it also means scarier nightmares. Think about it, page 999. Enlightenment, prosperity, the whole shebang. But also slavery, imperialism, and 2 world wars that could put Godzilla to shame. And now, here we are on page 1000, enjoying unprecedented wealth and freedom, but also staring down the barrel of nuclear warfare and climate change. Yikes. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom, right? Because fact number 3, it's about us. And let's be real, we're acting like a bunch of toddlers who just dropped their ice cream. Tribalism? Check. Political chaos? Check. Trust? Going, gone. And the worst part? We're not learning from our mistakes, like at all. So, where does that leave us? Well, imagine those giant beings, society itself, trudging up a mountain toward a glorious future. But here's the kicker: the higher we climb, the steeper the cliffs, and the thinner the ridge. One wrong step, and it's game over. But hey, chin up, folks. We might not have mentors or editors, but we've got each other. And if we can just get a little wiser, a little braver, well, who knows? Maybe page 101 will be the start of our greatest adventure yet. So buckle up, dear readers, because the story of us, it's just getting started. And trust me, you won't want to miss a single page. Chapter 1. The Ladder. Welcome to the animal kingdom, a place filled with eternal genetic battles and survival strategies. Humans, as unique animals, have evolved cognitive superpowers that have allowed us to create the complex world of civilization. But here's the catch: our brains are still running on ancient survival software designed for a different world. Picture this: moths mindlessly fluttering towards artificial lights, a misfire in their navigational system due to rapid human changes. Similarly, humans, like moths, often find themselves in situations where their ancient brain software struggles to adapt to modern society. Enter the duo living in your head, the primitive mind and the higher mind. The primitive mind operates based on survival instincts, while the higher mind is the rational thinker. When all is well, the higher mind is steering the ship, ensuring you make smart decisions. But when the primitive mind takes the reins, you might find yourself making impulse buys at the drugstore or devouring a bag of Skittles despite knowing better. This internal struggle is like a tug of war between the higher and lower rungs of a metaphorical ladder. At the top rung, we have the scientist, who approaches beliefs with skepticism, constantly seeking truth through evidence and revision. Descend a bit, and you'll find yourself in sports fan territory, where biases and motivated reasoning can cloud judgment, but are open to changing beliefs with strong evidence. Further down is the attorney, who starts with a predetermined belief like a lawyer defending a client and manipulates evidence to suit the desired outcome. Finally, at the bottom rung resides the zealot, who views their beliefs as sacred babies, unwavering in conviction and resistant to change. As humans, we often find ourselves oscillating between these rungs in our decision making, affecting our beliefs, actions, and interactions with the world. Join us on a journey through the intricacies of the human mind and the challenges we face in navigating the complexities of our beliefs and behaviors in society. High-rung thinking, low-rung thinking. Imagine a world where there are four different types of thinkers: the scientist, the sports fan, the attorney, and the zealot. Now, these thinkers exist on a ladder with a scientist on the highest rung, followed by the sports fan, then the attorney, and finally the zealot on the lowest rung. High-rung thinking represents independent thinking at its finest. It allows you to adapt, change, or even abandon your ideas based on new evidence. However, low-rung thinking is embedded in stubbornness, where no amount of proof can alter your beliefs. In low-rung thinking, you become a slave to your ideas rather than the master of your thoughts. High-rung thinking is like a sponge, absorbing knowledge and wisdom from life experiences, while low-rung thinking repels such growth, bouncing off life experiences like water on a rubber shell. We all fluctuate between these rungs, often unaware of when we slip to a lower level. Our minds become clouded by the influence of our primitive minds, making low-rung thinking persist without us even realizing it. The goal is to spend more time on the high rungs, constantly evolving and improving our intellectual selves. Moving forward, our individual thinking is deeply entwined with the people around us. We are social beings, and our thought processes are often shaped by the cultures we inhabit. Intellectual cultures. In the world of intellectual cultures, every group has its own set of unwritten rules that shape how ideas are expressed and debated within that community. Picture these cultures as invisible gas clouds surrounding the members when they gather. These cultures have a significant influence on individuals within the group. Those who align with the cultural norms are rewarded with acceptance and respect, while those who deviate may face ridicule or ostracism. Living in multiple cultures simultaneously is part of being human, each with its unique norms and values. The challenge lies in balancing our individual values with the expectations of the various cultures we belong to, whether it be at work, with friends, or in our families. Intellectual cultures dictate how ideas are shared within a group, shaping the way members think and interact. They can either encourage critical thinking and debate, as seen in idea labs, or promote conformity and groupthink, as observed in echo chambers. In idea labs, open-mindedness, humility, and respect for diverse viewpoints are celebrated. Individuals engage in constructive debates, test hypotheses, and challenge each other's ideas without taking arguments personally. On the flip side, echo chambers are breeding grounds for groupthink and conformity. Here, individuals are pressured to conform to a set of sacred beliefs, discouraging dissent and critical thinking. Challenging these beliefs can lead to social repercussions, reinforcing the group's norms through a system of rewards and penalties. The type of intellectual culture we inhabit influences our growth and learning. Idea labs foster intellectual and moral development, while echo chambers stifle innovation and limit knowledge acquisition. Spending too much time in an echo chamber can inflate one's ego, diminish humility, and hinder individual growth. Ultimately, the intellectual culture we engage with can act as either a support system, like an idea lab, pulling us upward on the ladder of thinking, or a hindrance, like an echo chamber, exerting a downward pull on our mental processes. High-rung giants. Jennies. We delve into the intricacies of the human brain and its remarkable capabilities when working together. Tim Urban takes us on a journey up the emergence tower, likening the interconnectedness of neurons in our brains to a group of people coming together to form a communal brain through the power of language. Drawing on insights from social psychologist Jonathan Haidt, we explore how diversity of thought within a group can lead to better decision-making and truth-seeking. This collaborative thinking system, referred to as a genie, thrives on open-mindedness and encourages the challenging of ideas to reach higher levels of collaboration and knowledge. As we journey through idea lab culture and research institutions, we discover how genies can scale up globally, combining forces to become super genies through constructive criticism and collective intelligence. The key to the genie's success lies in the independence of its members, where individual thinking merges seamlessly with group dynamics to foster innovation and learning. On the flip side, Urban introduces us to the concept of low-rung giants, golems, drawing parallels with the Mongol army's ruthless tactics of obedience and conformity. Golems represent the darker side of group mentality, where strict adherence to authority and an us vs. them mindset override individuality and critical thinking. From the heights of genies to the depths of golems, Urban invites us to ponder the balance between collaborative genius and oppressive conformity in our quest for knowledge and progress. Join me as we unravel the complexities of human cognition and societal behavior in the age-old battle between collective intelligence and brute force. So buckle up and let's explore the heights and depths of human giants in the evolving landscape of ideas and cultures.